What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Stocks to Watch. And again, the volatility continues. The market has been a little difficult to trade, especially for the last 2 days. And today was a market holiday, but I think tomorrow the volatility is still going to continue. And always remember, whenever the volatility kind of increases, yes, stocks are not going to do as you anticipate. They might do even better, and they might even do worse off. So these market situations are just for you to stick to your system, and once we again stabilize a little bit, we're again going to be as smooth as we were. So with that being said, let's quickly get started with the watch list. And before I start with the watch list, please ensure that you subscribe to the channel and you have hit the like button if you appreciate what we're doing now. Let's start with the results for the 16th of April. So Manorama, we've spoken about Manorama Industries up 8%. SMS Life Sciences, we even took the trade in SMS Life Sciences. We're even holding it. That's a disclaimer. Moved really nicely. Apart from that, NRB Bearings. I think we had a discussion about this one as well. We had a discussion about Tejo as well. There was up about 1.5%. I think this is ready to move even for tomorrow. So we're still going to have this on the watch list. Apart from that, Samhi had a move in the morning. I think we discussed this one. It made a high of 202. I think this is still ready to move even for the next day. So that was like a quick update of the stocks that we discussed on day before yesterday. Now let's quickly get going into stocks that we have to discuss for the day. So I'm just going to add Samhi and Tejo over here from the watch list. Okay. Now, Rajratan Global Wires is one such stock setting up beautifully. Very very nice base. Okay, the stock has moved up 6% in the previous trading day, reacting from this demand. So I think some sort of intraday structure would be really interesting to see how this one plays out. So that's one. This is the one. Jindal Polyfilms is another name. Was a leader in the starting of I think 2021. Moved really nicely, has come down and settled back to its original base, and I think now it's ready to move higher. There is no liquidity until this little area, so I think there is this pocket where it can move up 20%, maybe in a month or maybe in less than that. Now DOMS is another interesting name, just made a new all-time high, and Nuwama has started coverage on DOMS and Flare. So DOMS was not my first choice pick. My first choice pick was actually Flare Writing Instruments. And you can see what the stock has done, created a nice little base. There's a gap fill that can happen. Recent IPO name. Didn't really do as well as everyone expected it to do. So if you look at the, listing day high, the stock was down 51%. Currently it's done 40% from its listing day highs, and DOMS has on the other hand done extremely well. So if I just compare both of these names, I'll just compare it with DOMS, and you'll see the exact difference at the tail of the both of these stocks. I'll just make it a line chart, and you can just see this is what DOMS did. Once it decided to do its IPO, DOMS did correct a little bit, created a base, moved back higher, and then again created a narrow small term base, and then started moving higher. So I think this base is perhaps similar to what Flare is doing, and I think I'm expecting this kind of a move. So really really interesting in what's setting up in this particular segment of the market. And now I'll just remove the other symbols. So again, Flare doing really well, and as I said, I was comparing this to DOMS as well. So again, it's very interesting to see what happens here. Kirloskar Brothers, after a fake out, ready to move higher. I think the base is pretty set and solid, so should be on this, should be on your radar. Now, Escorts Kubota, the tractor manufacturer, very very good base. Now, this stock, after a big run up, has created a base after a long time. The last time it created a decent base was here, and then it exploded. So I think something similar what it did in this period of time is what it's trying to do over here, and this could probably be led by another base and then final launch. So I think that's my expectation from Escorts Kubota. So keep this on your radar. Fino Payment Bank, again, since the market declined a little bit, came back to its area of demand. Could be interesting to see how this plays out. Now, this stock has, created like a good range over here. So you can see this is the entire trading range. The stock is reacting from its area of demand. Let's see how this plays out. Aarti Pharma Labs, another name creating a decent base, has been moving pretty decent from the last two trading sessions, I think up 10%. Could be interesting to see what it does in this particular pocket. So again, not the best name. I think Flare is the best name out of the entire lot, and Campus is another name. Again, I think I missed Campus. Now this is another, tale of another stock. IPO'd really, really well, moved so fast, so quick, and currently it is trading at very, very low areas. Campus Activewear, this is into the footwear and the apparel business. Let's see how how decent and how powerful this base would be for this. So again, for me, Kirloskar Brothers until now, Campus, Flair are the ones to watch out for. Next up is Fortis Hospitals. Now, we had a discussion about Fortis a few days back as well. I think it's doing pretty well. Nice little base, ready to move and expand higher. Another name doing similar things is Suven Pharmaceuticals, and again, a nice little base near an area of demand. So what I like is this is a very good location, because from here the stock did launch, a decent 20% move, um, 15% move, and now it is trying to base over here. So I think this could be interesting as well. So I think Suven Pharma, another name that I would be looking to play. Now next up is an interesting name, and this is United Spirits. Elections coming up, alcohol usage is going to be really, really spiked up. The next quarter is expected to be a beating quarter. You can see a big spike over here, low volume consolidation. So I think from the FNO space, United Spirits looks extremely interesting to see what it does later. If I add up the 20 period moving average, it's just hovering around that. So I think this could be an interesting name to see. Orissa Minerals and Development, similar structure, came back to its area of demand from from the place it started its launch. I think again it's going to be very interesting to watch. Britannia, now I usually don't trade slow names, but Britannia has basically come back to its area of demand over here after just you know correcting for more than, I think, 4 months. I think, yep, it's been about 3 months. Stock is down 12%. Could be interesting to see what it does from this little area. Again, it's a very slow mover, so I'm not really the biggest fan of Britannia, but could be interesting to see how it plays out. Similarly, I think Ultratech Cement setting up into this area of demand. Let's see how this one plays out. Cement stocks haven't really been doing extremely well. Let's see how this plays out. Again, not my favorite pick. Now, L&T, again, breaking structure through these highs, coming back to this area. Again, a big election beneficiary comes back over here into this demand area. Could be interesting to see. So we have a couple of FNO names in this. I mean, we've got, Escorts, we've got McDowell's, we've got Britannia, Ultratech, LT. So quite a few names. Now, Sonata Software. Now, we've seen IT has underperformed very badly in the last 10, 12 days. And Sonata Software is one of the growth names, and this stock is currently trading at its area of support or demand. Now, if this gets taken away, I think this is the best area to buy this, but this area is actually about 10 odd percent lower from its current market price, and I don't really think it's going to do such a big deep correction. So it's going to be interesting to see if IT takes a U-turn from its area of demand. I think Sonata Software is going to do well, and Coforge, another name approaching similar areas within the IT space. I think this is also expected to do something nice. So both of these names are going to be on my radar. Samhi Hotels, I already told you that this is a name that I'm going to be closely tracking, and Tejo, which is more into the engineering space. I think this is a good base that we could see explode and outperform in the market. So these are the stocks that I'm going to be watching out for. Do let me know in the comments which ones do you like, and make sure to hit the subscribe button to motivate us to keep bringing this content to you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to see you in the next one. All the best. Take care and bye bye.